So I wanted to hop on here and talk about what really led me on this weight loss journey. So I would say that, over some time I had seen my weight, come on and then fall off. Wouldn't say yo-yo too much. Maybe it was just one yo-yo going down and going up again, or maybe twice. I don't know. But long story short, I went to the doctor. And, I was getting my test done. And so the doctor let me know after the test that I had prediabetes. That was in that range, right? In prediabetes range. And so, I didn't really think much of it. Like I was like, okay, what else? Right? I'll do a little better. But what happened was when I went maybe a year or so later, I still have prediabetes. And I was like, okay, what's going on? And I think like I went up point one or so because it's within that little range of like 5.6 or so, and below six. Anyways, I'm not a doctor, but point was like in that year I went up a tick, and I was like, oh, oh no, we had to do something about this because. It's just one of those things that if you keep going the same way that you're going and you're not changing anything, what do you think is going to happen? Right? Well, you know what's going to happen. So from there, I started on my journey of weight loss. Um, I highly recommend before you is not to stop. You can always just start on your weight loss journey, but I highly recommend going to the doctor and just seeing what your numbers are. I found out that, well, once again, some of these things you ignore over time, but you really shouldn't, is that my iron was low. Okay. So I had a doctor that prescribed me iron back in the day, but it was making me nauseous and I wasn't taking it. But what I had to understand was, once again, I was recommended to take iron pills. And yes, it can make me nauseous, but what works for me is I eat a protein pancake. Okay, so they tell you you can drink more orange juice. I do think that that helps, but I take it right before breakfast. And so as soon as I take my pill, I'm eating something right afterwards. So a protein pancake is something usually that's solid enough that I don't get nauseous. So I will say if you have low iron and you're recommended to take the medicine, but you're dealing with that nausea, try that. Try eating something, getting something actually, on your stomach. Take the pill first. You can take it with orange juice, but immediately make sure you have something on your stomach that is filling. Okay, so that has worked for me. Now, with taking the iron pills and doing as the doctor recommended, I noticed that I had more energy when it came to the day, when it came to my workouts. So I highly recommend going to the doctor, understanding where you're at. Um, I talk to my doctor more now about getting just thoughts and their ideas on, taking different supplements and things of that nature. I highly recommend keeping your doctor in the loop. I have it where I can write in the chat and ask them questions, right? So let your doctor be your friend, okay? And if there's a new product on the market or something that you're interested in, talk to them about it because at the end of the day, when they go check your vitals again, and if something's not right, y'all are gonna talk about it anyway. So I highly recommend that. So me going to the doctor, knowing that I didn't have any issues per se, I had to take iron pills, and that was in my best interest that now I had the energy, more energy to actually work out and be active during the day. When I think back about it, I was probably really tired. Victoria always needs her naps. Don't get me wrong, I still love a good nap, but I don't feel like a grump if I don't get my nap, right? I'm more energized. I have more energy due to taking my iron. But anyway, I'm gonna move on. So after your doctor has cleared you, like you don't have any issues like that, um, what was important to me was to make sure that I had modifications during my workout. So if I'm in pain, I don't I don't continue that movement. Okay. And so the boot camp that I go to, Burn Boot Camp, they give you modifications. So, sometimes my right knee isn't the best. So the trainers are there to provide you with different workouts where you can still get that movement and still get that exercise. However, you're not in pain. So I highly recommend that when you are working out, don't be in pain. Don't do that. Know the difference between you challenging yourself or burning out versus being in pain. So I highly recommend that if you are going someplace like Boot Camp or someplace where they have trainers, I know that they have focus meetings where you can come for 15 minutes and talk about whatever you want to, whether it be your workouts, your nutrition, your mental health, whatever. They're there solely for you during that time. I highly recommend you talk to your trainers about it because one thing I noticed was that yes, they want to challenge you and they want to give you more weight, but sometimes I have to let them know like, hey, my knees issue or I'm having lower back issues and give them that heads up because they want you to get the movement, but they're not there to hurt you like that. Okay. So I always tell people like, if you feel something weird, say something so that it can be adjusted. So I highly recommend you do that on your journey is to find the modifications in the workout that work for you. Sometimes I'm able to give that extra jump, right? Sometimes in the workout, I can do a squat and then do a squat jump, right? No issues. But some days I'm not able to. I'm just not. So my point is to be able to um continue to be able to work out and then also enjoy the workout. But I don't want to get to a point where I just am hurt and I can't do it. So definitely find your modifications. And then the last thing I'll talk about is if you're able to find a meal that works best for your workouts. I would go work out and I would feel so one of two things will happen when I wasn't eating correctly. Either I was eating too little and eating the wrong things, and therefore I felt really hungry during my workout, which sucks. Okay. If you have a tough workout and your stomach's on empty, ooh, that is gonna be rough. Or I was eating too much of the wrong things and I just felt really like I couldn't run, I couldn't jump, like I just felt really heavy and I just felt achy. So you want to find the middle ground that works for you. So Project Lean Nation is a meal plan that I personally use that I enjoy. So currently I'm on a plan. I believe I get 12 meals every 2 weeks. And so those meal plans and those meals give me the uh nutrition that I need and the right portions that I need. They give me the nutrition that I need and the portions that I need to have that balance when I am working out where I don't feel too full, but I feel fueled enough to get a powerful workout. So I highly recommend checking out Project Lean Nation and see what meals they have. So I'm gonna give y'all like a tour. So I'll start doing like some daily videos on the meal that I got and what's in it. So you can see what's in Project Lean Nation meals and see if that works for you. See if one's near you. So what I love is and what I did is that in the beginning, I just went and ate different meals. So I would say, hey, give me that Cajun chicken, give me that mac and cheese, barbecue mac and cheese, and I would just taste them. Okay, first. And then once I kind of understood which ones I would like in a meal plan, then I started getting the meal plans and mixing and matching and all that stuff. But that's what I love about Project Lean Nation. You can go in, you can grab a meal or so, and you can grab a shake from them as well. So there's different options that you can try. I know Burn Boot Camp, they recently launched their meal plan. But if not, cook at home. Eating 100 grams of protein a day has really turned things around for sure. So I would say if you start to make your meals at home, try to make meals that get you to 100 grams of protein a day. So instead of me coming to the kitchen and saying, okay, so instead of me going to the kitchen and saying, okay, I'm going to get um some corn, mashed potatoes, and chicken. I think about, okay, I want to get about 30 grams of protein, so I would get my 30 grams of protein of chicken first on my plate and then work around to create a full meal with that. So I'm no longer just leading with just putting things on my plate. I'm leading with I need to put X many proteins on my plate, of grams on my plate. So I hope that is helpful there. So, the point is just to make things simple for yourself. So I try to strive to do about 20 to 30 grams per meal, and that definitely gets you to 100 grams of protein very easily if you just do like, okay, well, every meal I'm gonna try to get 30 grams protein. In addition to my snacks have changed. So I eat high protein bars that have 20 grams of protein in it, right? So it makes it easier. Make your fitness journey easy. Put things in the kitchen that are, making it easy for you. So I don't like having to figure things out. I'm a person that wants to just buy clothes off the mannequin. Like I don't want to figure out the outfit. Like, well, you tell me, put it together. So definitely check out Project Lean Nation. So I just wanted to talk about how, with finding out that I was within a pre-diabetes range, how that worked. Um, you know, on the well side, I did get life insurance. And so when they did the at-home test, my sugar and everything came back normal. So, I laugh and joke with my friends like, hey, this whole like eating better, working out, maybe it works. I don't know. That's crazy. Maybe it works. Who knows? But it does work. So if you're someone that, they told you you're in the pre-diabetes range, just learn that you know that you can move your way right on out of it. But go to the doctor. Number one, make sure you're clear to do the different workouts you're interested in. Number two, if you have a health concern, like I had low iron, fix it, make the adjustments, because I didn't realize that that had so much to do with my energy and how I'm able to, operate during the day and my happiness and satisfaction and all that stuff. So look into that. And then as you do that, you just start your journey. Like I said, start figuring out what's worked for you, but figure out what you're going to do in the kitchen. And I'm going to share in some short little videos about what meals I'm picking that day. I'll show you what it looks like frozen, and then I'll show you what it looks like once it's heated and on the plate. All right. Now, I do have a little mambo sauce that I like to put on some things to kind of jazz it up, but I think it's fat free. But you can find different things that has worked for you and can help you on your journey. All right. See you next time.